Alright, I think we're connected. Bitrate is up. We're good to go. Hello!
Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back to you too.
Thank you.
Or was that aimed at the audience?
It was aimed at the audience, but welcome back to you too.
Thank you. Welcome back, everyone.
Do we need to start over? You can restart the stream.
Yeah, hang on. Let's just erase the stream, travel back in time.
Perfect.
Do this over again. Hey everybody. We're just dropping in briefly, because a while back... Do you want to explain what we're doing? This was your idea.
Sure. I mean... So, a while back you may have noticed that our friend Minfilia gave us the ability to hire retainers. And retainers in this game are kind of the cornerstone to actually managing your inventory. Because retainers have a couple of jobs. They hold your crap that you don't want to carry with you all the time. And they can also perform jobs of their own while you're out busy doing your own stuff. So, for example, you can give them a job. So they can be anything. They can be, you know, a warrior. They can be, you know, a bard, same as me. They could be a conjurer, like Devor. And depending on what it is they do, they can bring back things from their jobs to give to you. And those things can be, you know, useful items, they can be, you know, housing items, they can be, like, it can be anything. But also, you can bring back specific items based on your jobs, too. So, someone that's a, let's see, thinking of a good example here. A miner might bring back, you know, a particular type of mining ore that you need to make certain items. That kind of thing. So, I guess what you pick for them to do matters. And that's, I don't know, that's kind of a long thing that takes place over the course of the game, because they level up like you do.
Yeah.
And, like, it takes a long time for them to actually be able to bring you anything of worth.
Mm-hmm.
But once they do, it's very, very useful, because then they can go get the stuff that it would ordinarily take you hours to do yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yep. They can do it in parallel with you. And, I mean, sometimes there's stuff only they can get, too.
Yep.
Right?
There are definitely retainer-specific items that can only be gotten through retainer ventures, as they're called.
Yeah, that's right. And, sometimes there's stuff that just, they can get faster somehow. Like, items that you're only allowed to get harvest once an in-game day or something, they can get sooner than that somehow, right? Yep,
that's one of the things Raph is currently off dealing with right now, is the special potting soil that he needs to do his gardening. He can only get one once per in-game day, which kind of requires me to sit here and wait until the clock ticks over at certain times of real-world time.
Yeah, because it's literally like, you have to go to a specific place at a specific time, and there's like a small window of time where the soil appears there, basically.
Precisely. And if I don't want to do that, I can send my retainer every 40 minutes to go do it for me, which is definitely a net win.
Yeah, because you don't have to sit there, and the in-game day is way more than 40 minutes, right?
Yes. So that said, you know, in a perfect world you would sit here every 40 minutes and send him back out for another one, but nobody actually does that unless they're actually playing the game for several hours a day, which, you know, is great if you're doing that, but you don't have to.
And you've got to hop back to Major City every 40 minutes, because you can't deal with your retainers in most places, right?
Right.
Cool. Thanks for the explanation. I think I understand.
Absolutely. It's kind of complicated and kind of deals with a lot of stuff that we don't even really have access to yet, but...
Yeah.
At the current moment, it's mostly going to be a way to get extra crap out of our inventories so we can actually, like, find the stuff we need instead of sorting through 20 million things that have no relevance.
If you've ever played an MMO where you have a bank that you store extra stuff in, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
This is the bank of this game. But even more than that, if you've ever played an MMO where you don't have a bank, and so you built a bank alt, you know, an alternate character who existed just to hold your overflow stuff, that's really what this is like.
And the really fun part is they are actually a character, and that's what we're about to go do now, is actually build those characters.
Right, so we have to go make another character, complete with all the character customization options you saw before!
Yay! And they get their own personalities, which is the really entertaining part.
Right. Oh, that whole thing.
Well, I think we talked to Parnell behind us here.
Yes. I think so. It does matter a little what city they're in. Right, they're also the, like, auction house market board system of the game. We forgot to talk about that.
Oh, right.
That's when it matters what city they're stationed in, although you can move them after you create them, so it's not a big deal, really, that we create them here.
Yeah.
Honestly, we don't have access to the best places to station retainers for selling stuff anyway. Anything else? Oh, I guess the other thing is, what, there's a limit, right, on how many you can have at a time?
Yeah.
Get what it is. Is it just one for us right now and we get more later, or are we...
So here's the thing, because we have characters that we play routinely, we have added added further retainers to our accounts because our main characters need them so badly. So
right.
We have permission to get a lot more than most people.
Right, that's it. Because it's complicated, right? Because you get a certain number of retainers. I think it's 2?
I think it's 2, yeah.
2 by default? That sounds right. Maybe it was it 3?
Pretty sure it's 2.
Okay. I do not remember. I don't even remember if you have access to both of your free ones right now.
Yeah.
But you can then pay an extra little bit a month. It's like $1 a month more than your subscription, right? To get extra retainers. To basically cover the extra storage on their servers for the extra stuff.
Because it's never enough.
Yeah,
Never.
it's never enough.
There are so many items in this game, all of which have some incredibly small use.
It's just like your real life house. It just fills up with shit, man.
Yep. Every so often you gotta go through the shit and be like, so what does this make? Okay, am I likely to make that anytime in the near future? Nope. Alright, sell it.
I don't think I even have crafting mats left. It's just all glamour items now.
Yep. Tell me about it. I've got a full glamour chest and, like, at least 2 glamour-only retainers.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed you only have 2.
The rest is all crafting mats for things I might conceivably make someday.
Oh, wow. I dumped almost all my crafting mats. I have fewer retainers than you do, but more of them are dedicated to glamour, which seems backwards, given that you're the glamour professional here.
Is your glamour chest full?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Probably not very wisely filled.
Got it. Yeah, I had to go through the whole phase of being like, okay, anything that's one job exclusive needs to get out of here because it's taking up space that could be used for something I can use on multiple jobs, etc.
So it's tricky because, like, Ninja never shares gear with anyone, so...
That's the thing, Ninja and Dragoon, I both have to, you know, anytime I want to build a glam for them, I have to go get the stuff out of the retainer because I don't know what I have. Astrologian, too. Frequently. But no, they're just a healer, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless they're class pieces, which is the main kicker.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then you gotta play the whole, what'll it cost me to reacquire this class piece if I get rid of it now game, because it's not the same for any, like, every class set has different rules. There's the ones where it's like, well, you have to pay the Calamity Salvager, but it's 1,000 gil per piece. And you have the ones where it's like, it's totally free, but you have to travel to the ascens of the earth. And then you have the ones, I don't even remember, I think you have to, like, kill monsters in service to someone else if you want a replacement set. And I don't actually know how to get another set of some of the level 50 class sets. Like,
nope.
I just don't know. I've never looked it up. I probably should.
At this point, anything Raph has gotten rid of, I've, like, made my peace with the potential to never get again, and it's cool, but... They really try to make it so you can't get rid of something you can never get back, although I'm pretty sure there are a few items you can lose permanently if you toss them, but... They're usually pretty good about putting it somewhere. Yeah. Like, if they actually, you know, use the, armoire system that I kind of thought this thing was, supposed to be for. But, yeah. Yeah,
the armoire.
Square, please, please, just use the armoire more.
Yeah, really, guys, come on, it's there for this purpose. You used to put more stuff in the armoire, and then you, like... Lately, a lot less has gone in the armoire. I don't know why.
I have so few complaints about this game. Can we please just address this one? I'm begging you. I need more excuses to hang myself with way too much glam.
Pretty much.
Wait, what?
I mean, I get it. It's a server capacity thing. I do understand why. I just...
Yeah.
Please, guys. Oh well. Let's make retainers, huh?
Okay. According to our records, you may hire up to 5 retainers.
12.
Currently, you have no retainers in your employ.
Okay, yeah, I do have my full coterie of retainers, including the paid slots and the free slots, so I guess you just get all your free slots at once. Now that I think about it, I remember having this misconception the first time I did this. Because there's something in the quest text that made me think I only got 1 retainer at that point. And I went around with 1 retainer for ages because I just never tried to make the second one.
Got it.
Until, like, you told me, like, you know, I asked you, like, when do I get my second retainer or something? And you were like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You
can
just
make
get
them.
retainers. I was like, what? I had half the bank space I could have all this time?
Oops. Yeah, man, what to build this time? Usually I just develop this habit of whatever character I made, like, their first retainer will be the same gender and race that they are.
Interesting.
But I've slowly started to break that over time just because I'm interested in building different types of characters. So.
Interesting. I do love this. Technically, you're not... I mean, you might wonder, how do you justify in lore making another character? Like, you're not making a human and then, like, enslaving them to your will. That's very creepy and weird. No. You're not making a character here. It's just, they have very comprehensive roles to hire employees from. So you just describe your ideal person, your ideal retainer to them, and they will go and find someone who matches your request to a T somehow.
Is this a weird dating sim or something?
Okay, what should I make? You're...
I'm going Zayla Dude, I think.
Zayla Dude, okay.
I've seen a lot of really good Zayla Dudes on the, like, G-Posers accounts and stuff lately, and I'm jealous.
Cool!
So.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. I feel like when I started playing the game, no one knew how to make a decent Zayla Dude, so...
Now, what I don't know is whether or not I have the ability to make a decent Zayla Dude, but...
We'll find out. I could get a Rogadin. It is Rovember.
It is.
Could get a Lalafell for the lulz. Big ol'
Lalafell?
Rothgar. Huh?
Lolafell?
A Lullafell. My first retainer ever was an Elizin.
Heh.
I wanted to try to make a decent looking Elizin because I had so much trouble with it.
That's hard too.
It is. I don't really think I succeeded that well, honestly.
Again, I've seen a lot of people build some really interesting Elizin, but they're just not my race in this game. One particular Elizin accepted.
True.
He's always the exception.
Yeah. You can't make one that looks like him anyway.
Nope. Just close.
Oh yeah, in case anyone's wondering, they are stuck wearing these clothes for now, but you can change their outfits later, because
Yes.
I'm sure everyone wants to know. Which, you know, gives you a great reason if you build retainers of the opposite sex. Now you gotta keep gear that looks good on the other sex, too.
Yep. Then you have to remember which glamour pieces look different between the sexes, because what it looks like on one may not look the same on the other.
Right, yeah, there's a lot of pieces that that have very strong gender dimorphism.
You put, you know, ordinary pants on your guy, and suddenly they turn out to be, you know, thigh highs on your girl's characters.
Actually, this is a really good example right here, because I'm pretty sure all these retainer example characters are wearing the same gear. But compare the shirt and bow tie and coat that appears on the guys versus the coatee with the off-the-shoulder look that appears on the girls, and compare how the pants are pants on the guys, and whereas they are stockings and a skirt on girls. There's a lot of things that switch between these specific pants and skirt models, actually. Different skins, but you get this a lot for some reason. I'll
Yeah,
go
hey, I'm
Gord.
actually getting a character that doesn't look like he's, you know, about to rip a hunk of meat off with his fangs.
Oh. Wow. Let's see. Should we go with an ocean Rogadin or a desert Rogadin?
Depends on the, which naming issues you want.
Oh gosh, right. Oh gosh.
I mean, you can name it whatever you want because it's a retainer, so you're not as beholden, but...
Remember how we talked about if you really want to, you can, you know, stick to lore-friendly names? The naming conventions for the Hellsguard are English nouns, but maybe sometimes a little wacky sounding when put together. So they'll have names like... Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank, like...
I mean, our friend Merleweeb...
No, that's the
that's the
Seawolves.
other
I'm talking
one.
about the Hellsguard right
Right.
now.
Yellow Moon.
Yellow Moon, yes. Or Redolent Rose.
Yeah.
Or, oh my gosh, I know what I want to name him.
Oh no.
But, or if you go with the Seawolves, you have the Merleweeb problem, which is Welsh. Their names are Welsh, good luck. They're Welsh pirates.
I have an alt that's a Seawolf, and I remember her first name is Alanvita. I do not remember her last name at all because it involves like 4 different syllables. If I ever get to playing her seriously, I'm sure I will remember, but right now
Yeah.
she's like lower level than Slessa here, so...
Oh, wow. I'm gonna make a Hellsguard because I thought of a name that I want to use for a Hellsguard, so...
Okay.
Also because I don't want to spend time on stream looking up Welsh.
Fair enough.
Have I talked on stream about the thing with Sagiso's name, how it's almost lore appropriate, but I screwed up one tiny thing?
I'm not sure you did.
Oh. Sagiso follows proper Auron naming conventions. I really tried to follow Ran Auron naming conventions, put a lot of thought into her name. But, technically, the Auron naming conventions include a specific way to Romanize Japanese words. Oh, I should add, I don't know enough Japanese to know if the words I picked actually sound old-fashioned, which is technically one of the requirements for an Ran Auron name, is it has to sound old-fashioned to a Japanese person. But I don't have access to that kind of information, so I'm just taking a shot in the dark. Still, I followed the other rules, except I Romanized her name wrong. I can't remember now if it was an intentional choice, because I just felt weird about Romanizing it differently than I'm used to, or if I just didn't notice that part of it when I was Romanizing it. I don't even remember now, but sometimes I think about spending a name change just to delete the extra U out of her name so that her name is Romanized properly for Final Fantasy XIV, but I don't know. Everyone knows me by this name at this point, you know?
Yeah. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Oh, it's not. No one cares. I mean, come on, most people don't even pay attention to those rules. But, it's sometimes just, I don't know, sometimes it bothers me, but every time I've looked at it, I type it out without the U in there, and I'm like, it feels wrong. I don't like it aesthetically as much.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I did not obey the naming patterns at all when I made Raph. So, he's just Raphael Somnolune at this point, and I had to come up with a lore reason for why he doesn't have the usual name he has. So, in actuality, like, I know that he does indeed have a proper Mikote name,
Yeah,
but
that's interesting.
he doesn't go by it anymore, and there are, like, reasons for that. So... yeah, several names he doesn't go by routinely.
Yeah. He goes through names very rapidly.
Yep.
And
They
if
are
you would-
disposable.
And if you want to know more about the names of Raphael Somnolune, go to Archive of Our Own and check out the author Determined D. That's determined without the last E.
Something like that, yes.
We should probably have that straight before we go flipping out of the stream. Oh well.
Just look for something called Memoirs of a Mikote.
There you
We'll get
go.
There. If you see something called the Crystal Collection, be advised that you probably should be over 18 before reading most of it.
Yeah, Memoirs of Mikote is... Actually, Memoirs of Mikote is pretty dire too, but it's not... Well, we talked about this last night.
Yes.
It's not pornographic, at least.
Exactly. Ooh, I like this guy.
Nice.
This is my problem. I come up with interesting retainers, and then I want to go write that story instead of what I'm actually here to do.
Man. There's a couple hairstyles on the Rogadin males that I forgot were available to Rogadin males, or indeed to men in general. I thought they were lady-only hairstyles.
Yeah. I wonder if they used to be, and I know they've expanded a lot of the glam options to include cross-gender stuff, but...
Nice.
For example, guys can wear wedding dresses now. And similarly, ladies can wear tuxes now.
Yeah. There's even a cute, cheeky message about it in the game.
Oh boy.
Like, you can...
I'm gonna mute my mic for just a second, because otherwise everybody has to listen to this, massive Aurora guy scream and yell for half an hour. Nobody wants that.
Oh boy. Well. Pardon me. It was a little stuffy tonight. Let's see. What do we want to do with... Wow, you really can't see the highlights hardly at all in this.
Okay, I'm back. Thankfully that didn't take long.
Oh, good. Yeah,
A few obscene grunts later, and I've decided. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna stop here since I'm done, and we can, like, compare notes on the different retainer personalities.
Okay, I'll try and get this quick.
No rush. Really lean into making the most crazy-looking retainer you can possibly imagine. Visualize chaos and make it manifest.
What?
Never mind. I'm spending too much time with Jandalane lately.
Clearly.
Why do I have a massive glowing thing on my camera? I can't turn it around behind me, so I have no idea. There it is. Ah. It's a Garuda pet. Why are there so many shirtless guys standing around? I guess it's Friday night.
Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Cat starts screaming.
Thank you, I don't need your input. I already picked a voice. Nope, nope, it's already done. Sorry. Alright. I don't have everybody's crafting stuff turned off in my channel, so now I get to hear things like, someone synthesized 6 pieces of pie dough. While I'm waiting for you, I'll attempt to settle down the cat so that we all don't have to listen to him.
Aw, thanks.
I'll also take these sparkling water cans to the trash.
Pardon me. I always try and make these face paints work, and they rarely do. Alright, let's do voices. Ready? We should start with a different category.
There we go.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yep, 4 it is.
4?
Voice 4.
Ah. I just realized with only one of us streaming, nobody else will get to see my retainer.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
I can't see yours.
I have heard it said that sometimes you can find people's retainers out in the wild sometimes, just doing what they do, but I've never actually seen one myself, so... And there's no way to, like, guarantee it or anything.
Alright, I got my retainer here. Little spoiler here for what I'm gonna call him. There we go.
We have to come up with a name?
Yeah?
How long do you have?
Well, our dinner is on its way now, so...
Well. Thankfully I don't have to decide that yet.
I love how they're like, oh, oddly enough, we have multiple people who look exactly like that, but they all have completely different personalities, so... Alright.
World, I guess.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
I guess we should start at the top and work our way down.
Alright, you get to... See, here's the thing. You get to sample them. You don't get the full readout of how they talk, but you get a little sample here. Alright, lead us off.
Alright. Very well, I have just the individual in mind. When summoned, this retainer will greet you just so. Greetings, madam. How may I be of service? When dismissed, this retainer will bid you farewell just so. If there's nothing else, then I shall take my leave. Very, functional. No, real major personality to be had there, but he is very polite, as promised.
Am I polite? Should probably say the names of these before we do them. And then someone, the retainer will greet you just so. What need have you of me today, sir?
Oh.
And when dismissed, I shall carry out your wishes as instructed, sir.
Okay. Again, functional. Nothing compared to Raph's polite type, but
Oh.
so Raph's polite type is very clearly like Butler style, but with a constant vocal tick that all of his R's are drawn out like he's purring.
I see.
It's pretty hilarious.
Sir.
Exactly.
Well, would you like to move on to Rough?
Okay then. What'll it be, miss? When dismissed, is that all? Guess I'll be on my way then.
Yeah.
We can do better.
My Rough is... You got work needs getting done, just point me in the right bloody direction!
Whoa.
And... I'm in your bazaar selling your wares! Oh my god!
Okay, I've never heard that one before.
No, me neither! What?
That's good.
I'm in your bazaar selling your wares.
That is good. That's a good candidate.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top. Excuse me.
Alright, moving on to Sirius. State your business. Or, any last requests? Very well.
I feel like Sirius is straying a little bit more towards secretly an assassin.
Yep. Half yandere already.
Mine is... I've come. What is it? And I will go now.
Functional.
Very.
Alright, dare I ask what a carefree Zayla guy sounds like? And how does this wonderful day find you? Yikes. When dismissed? Ah, yes, of course. Duty calls. Starting to sound like somebody I can't say anything about because spoilers.
Carefree, Rugadin dude. Hey there, mate. Care to join me for a pint before we get done? Or just as care to join me for a pint?
Oh boy.
And... Aw, bugger. Reckon I best get to work.
Well, that's gonna be a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Independent. Well, here I am, mistress. Okay, so far so good. When dismissed, you are finished with me then?
Is it just me or is Independent or Lively that tends to stray a bit flirty?
It really depends. I've seen it go different ways depending on which gender and race you're dealing with.
I see.
So.
Oh, I can't remember. Which is the one that famously breaks the fourth wall, where it's like, what is it, like, it's like a tsundere fetish, like, really obviously, 90% of the time, there's like one line where she, like, breaks character and is like, what, I can't be expected to cater to your fetishes all the time.
I'm pretty sure it's an Aura type, though I can't remember which, whether it's Rain or Zayla.
I don't think subrace matters, actually.
Okay.
But, anyway, Independent. Couldn't come no quicker. Where's the work? And I don't do goodbyes. I don't do buys.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Cowboy. Couldn't come no quicker. Where's the work? I don't do goodbyes.
Plays an episode of Cowboy Bebop suddenly.
Yeah, really.
Alright, last but not least, Lively. Oh my god, he's singing.
What? What?
There are music notes after every one of these lines. Why? Why? We work the market stalls, and our uniforms are pretty. We are sober men and true, and attentive to our duties.
Lovely.
And when dismissed, here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, I know, that is so.
He's singing.
I mean, I'm a bard, so I feel kind of compelled to take that.
I get that.
Oh my god.
And my Lively is... I came running as soon as I heard the bell. You need something, Chief?
Ooh.
And when dismissed, go and grab yourself some shut-eye, Chief. You look terrible.
Excuse me?
That's the, someone we haven't met yet personality, clearly.
Yep.
Oh man, tough choices. Oh, pardon me. I'm real torn between the rough and the independent, personally.
Fair enough.
Let's see, rough was the... I'm in your bazaar, selling your wares. It's hard to turn down.
It really is.
But on the other hand, the independent with the like, cowboy personality is very in tune with sort of the look I gave him.
I'm definitely going with singing Dragon Boy here.
Alright. Ah, Blah can also fit. I'm going with rough.
Alright.
Excellent. So let's go to a return appellation of one's own making. A nickname, as it were. You don't really name these people, but it's a nickname, so...
I've changed my mind.
Aw. Ah, but you don't get to give them a first and last name unless you hyphenate it, so...
Yep. Raph has kind of screen names for all of his. I've actually come up with, like, their real names, just in case, you know, they ever show up in writing or anything, but...
Some of whom have.
Yep. I'm trying to work them all in, but... I don't know. Plus, you gotta come up with something that's not taken.
Oh, that's right, they have to be unique. Hope no one's taken mine. Let's see.
They're all unique because sales that you sell on the game-wide or server-wide market board are sold by them, not by you.
Right.
I assume to avoid, you know, problems. But
yeah, when you buy something, you don't know what player you bought it from, actually. You only know the name of the retainer you bought it from, so...
That gets pretty obvious if, say, you craft a bunch of stuff and then every item your retainer sells comes from that person.
Yeah, that's true. You hire the retainer. Ready? So
Sure.
I picked a Hellsguard, right?
Okay.
After when we're trying to think of names, my brain jumped to a certain other fictional MMO. I would like to introduce you to Dancing Dog.
Oh, that's good.
I still don't know what the hell Hack Sign was into with some of those names, but Dancing Dog.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the first thing about... What is Zailers are Mongolian?
Is he Ran or Alra?
He's a Zayla.
Oh, sorry, Ran or Zayla. Yes, in that case, Zayla... I mean, technically this is a nickname, so you can call it whatever you want, but...
You can try to come up with something that relates to singing and dragons.
Got it. Well...
I mean, he's... Aura are not technically dragons.
They're not. In fact, they're originally designed to be, like, demons, as I understand it, but they end up looking so draconic that everyone mistakes them for dragons, even some of the people in the lore.
Except for the people that want to take them, like, fish or mer woman or
yes,
man.
True.
I've seen a lot of that, too.
Well, the names, let's see. Zayla names remain Mongolian names and words that were available in around the 15th century. You can find lists of these online. They have a few suggestions.
I'm sure all their suggestions are taken.
So we can see if there were any tribes, because if you really want to stick it with the Zayla, you have to pick a tribe.
Right.
And the tribes... I wanted to see if any of the tribes were known for their music or anything. But it doesn't look like that's in the... Any of the tribes mention any obvious things like singing or dancing or music, so... Oh, wait, here we go. Also known as the Songbirds of the Steppe.
Hey!
The Kali communicate through song, attaching melodies to their words.
Perfect.
To further add emotion and meaning. The Q-A-L-L-I, no U.
Okay.
That's the tribe name for the Songbirds of the Steppe. Now you just need a Mongolian first name. If you can think of a word, I can see if I can find a name that means that.
No idea.
What? Excuse me. I want a name that means, I don't know, dancing dog or something.
I mean, coming up with dragon would be easy, though it's probably taken.
Dragon would be L-U-U. Lu. Lu Kali.
Alright, I can run that together.
Dragon Slumber.
Probably not taken.
Lu Kali.
Yay, it's not taken.
Congratulations!
Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. I think we're about to get interrupted by dinner, though.
Okay. Thank you.
Should at least summon the guy before calling it a night here.
Sounds good.
You just talk over the summoning bell and talk to it, and hey, look, it's my first retainer.
There he is.
Dancing dog. Oh, God.
And he's singing. Oh, I just realized I totally forgot to change his hair color.
Ha!
It just worked so well with the skin tone I picked that I didn't even think about it.
I will be right back.
Okay. Well, there are retainer fantasias in the game for changing your retainer's physical appearances as well, but sometimes it can be a little hard to get your hands on. Ironically, it's your retainers that bring you retainer fantasias, so...
There we go. I still feel like he looks more like the cowboy than the Bwahaha guy now that I look at him, but
Alright.
whatever. I still like him. This dancing dog is awesome. Now I can stick stuff in his inventory that I don't want.
Yay! You also sell items to him, so you don't have to go looking for random shops anymore unless you just want to. Or you're in a place where retainer bells aren't.
There we go.
Ah, I feel 20 pounds lighter.
How much stuff do you have?
I mean, a lot of dyes, mostly.
Alright. Glamour, horse.
That's me. Yeah, speaking of, I had something I meant to give you yesterday, but I got distracted last night and we never finished properly.
Oh, right. What was that?
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Once I can actually select you. There we go. There.
Aww.
It's a happy anniversary carnation.
Aw, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Wow. Nice Komodo on the, wait, no, that's is that Komodo? No.
On Bronzia?
Yeah.
I think it's an Audai, isn't it?
I don't think... No, maybe it is just a dyed Audai.
Yeah, it's an Audai.
Okay. Very nice.
Very. Audai. Classic spectacles, of course.
Yeah.
Claws of the Beast. 2B leggings.
Yep.
Of course they are. And walks.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, of course they're blocks. It doesn't look like that for me.
Oh, is it a guy versus girl thing?
No, it's, I have some stuff installed that's making the guacs not look like guacs.
I see.
I should turn that off so I stop talking about stuff that I shouldn't.
I'm sure no one's, like, watching the stream just to try and police what you may or may not be implying you're doing with your computer.
Of course not.
But... if nothing else, it'll reduce confusion, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. I know that's the developer's main concern, is like they're pretty strongly anti-mod, though they don't usually act on it as long as people aren't doing stuff like botting or, you know, messing with the actual game environment.
Yeah.
So...
something cosmetic that only affects yourself is a different matter.
Yeah.
Officially frowned upon, but not like they can do anything about it.
Still, I don't want to be a bad influence if I don't have to be, so...
Fair enough. I'm not here to tempt other people to sin like you.
Indeed.
Well, should we call it here? We made at least one retainer each, and dinner's ready, so...
Sounds good.
The cat is really getting impatient about not being allowed to interfere.
Cat problems.
Yeah. It's been
See you
fun.
next time.